The early winter had come softly this year, moving across the land like a quiet breath. The snow had held back longer than anyone expected, leaving the hills green and open beneath a pale sky. Lacero walked there with careful steps, following paths that bent between old stones and heavy branches, wet from the last rain. She was still getting used to the strange peace of the season, to the silence that felt almost too big after the storms of autumn. Now and then she paused, touched a leaf, or listened to a distant bird, unsure if she was truly alone. Word had spread that this part of the valley once belonged to the leader who ruled here, and that made every small sound seem sharper. But Lacera kept going, letting the quiet air steady her breathing as she searched for whatever waited just beyond the next bend.
Along the early winter trail, where cold winds softly moan, they walk the narrow mountain paths of rain-washed stone. The snow had yet to grace the peaks, the clouds held back their white, and frost clung thin on scattered rocks, still glimmering in the light. Kaler hummed a hopeful tune to lift the prince's fear, while Runa scanned the ridges high for threats that might draw near. But silence never lingers long where mountain spirits sleep, for even gentle mornings hide the chaos they may keep. Oh, the boars of the shadow peaks, fierce in their tiny pride, charging like lightning over stone with nowhere left to hide. Their tusks were small, their courage tall, they stormed the trail as one. 5 fearless little thunders beneath the rising sun. And though the heroes fought with skill, and though the stakes were small, the mountains laughed in echoes bright. Not every threat must fall. They burst from thorn and scattered rock like arrows made of fur. 5 tiny storms of snorts and squeals too quick to strike or stir. Dravok set his shield in place, yet one slid underneath, while Borin yelped as charging hooves near knocked him off his feet. Silver erased saw finds of green, intending calm, not war. But one lay down to scratch its back and squealed for just one more. The trail became a maze of hooves, a dance of wild surprise, proof that even harmless foes can catch the sharpest eyes. Oh, the boars of the shadow peaks, fierce in their tiny pride, charging like lightning over stone with nowhere left to hide. Their tusks were small, their courage tall, they stormed the trail as one. 5 fearless little thunders beneath the rising sun. And though the heroes fought with skill, and though the stakes were small, the mountains laughed in echoes bright. Not every threat must fall. At last the chaos settled down, the boars were herded clear. Their squeals fade through winter brush with mischief in their rear. The party caught their ragged breath and wiped the mud away, while Isera's gentle laughter warmed the chill of early day. For in those peaks the group had learned that courage wears all forms, in heroes standing tall and brave, or piglets causing storms. So onward through the rising winds, the weary party hardy climb past cliffs where winter hesitated, leaving rain behind. And though the coming trials loomed like giants in the night, they carried with them brighter hearts born from that foolish fight. Wild as the mountain air, chasing legends through the mud with unrelenting flair. For even in the darkest climb where shadows stretch and crawl, a little laughter lights the path and lifts the hearts of all. 5 tiny foes, a lesson learned, though mighty dangers loom. Sometimes the smallest battles chase the winter's chill from gloom.
Later, when Lysera looked back on that day, she remembered how strange the light had been, soft, thin, almost silver. The ground was damp from the rain, and the calm felt deeper than she first understood. She had noticed a small, wooden sign on her way out, half hidden behind a tree, warning about spiders in the area, big ones, the kind people talked about around fires, yet she had never seen any, only the thin webs that drifted in the wind like pale threads. It made her wonder what else lived in the quiet places she passed, watching but never stepping forward. As she walked away from the valley, the sky slowly changed, and the long season ahead seemed both gentle and unknown. Still, she felt lighter, as if something in the calm had settled inside her and given her a new sense of direction, silent, steady, and waiting to unfold.